So, you just beat some main levels in Geometry Dash, and you're wondering, what are the next steps to take to beat harder levels? Now, in this video, I'm going to be showing you the best strategy, the resources you're going to need, and all the tools you're going to need to be able to beat hard stuff in Geometry Dash. This strategy that I made personally took me from barely being able to beat like in hard demons and insane demons like 9 circles to being able to beat 7 extreme demons in a month. So yeah, let's get on to the resources that you're going to need. So first thing you're going to have to do is go to your settings and go to options and turn on click between steps. And if you're under 240 FPS or 240 Hertz, click on steps. So what click between steps does is toggle sub steps on, allowing you to click in between the default normal steps. Now what this means is that Geometry Dash is a tick-based game, and this allows you to click in between the ticks of the game, allowing you to have more precise clicks and being able to play better. And click on steps allows you to click on every step regardless of your refresh rate. This is beneficial for users under 240 Hertz. So if you're under 240 Hertz, click that. Now go to your graphic settings, go to advanced, turn off vertical sync, turn off smooth fix, and turn on show FPS, or turn on show FPS and turn on unlock FPS and turn it to the max F you can. Now next thing you're gonna need is a thing called Geode. So go to your search browser, search up Geode SDK. And what this is, it is a mod menu. So all you gotta do is click download, and it's not a virus, it's the most trusted mod menu like in Geometry Dash. Then choose your platform. For me, it's Windows. Just download it, do the installer process, and yada yada. And once you're done, it's gonna tell you to restart your PC, and after that you're gonna have this thing down here. This is the Geode mod menu. So go to the Geode mod menu, and you're gonna need these mods so that you can learn levels fast. So what you're gonna need is, hold up, if I could scroll down, you need QOL mod. This is just a mod menu, so whenever you press tab, this is the mod menu you're gonna be using, such as it gives you stuff like speed hack and beneficial hacks to learn levels and stuff. You're also gonna need blitzkrieg mod. This mod organizes the way you're gonna be able to do levels and learning levels. Auto deafen, this is optional, but if you're in a call with someone and you're far, you're gonna have to need them to deafen up. And click between frames. This is kind of unnecessary, but I would still recommend you download it. And yeah, those are gonna be all the mods that you're gonna need. And you could also download something like custom keybinds if you're gonna use a custom keybind on your keyboard. Now, after all that, you finally have all the resources you need to be able to learn and beat levels. So I'm now gonna show you the strategy I use to beat many hard levels. So firstly, what you're gonna do is search up the level you're gonna play. I'm gonna use 9 circles in this case as an example level. And first thing you're gonna do is to learn the level completely, just go into practice mode and complete 3 practice mode runs. So yes, 3 practice mode runs. This helps you to learn the level, learn like the hard timings and clicks that you're gonna need to know. And this is a very important step. You should not skip out on this step. Like, this is the fundamentals of you learning the level, and then you using, I guess, the knowledge from the 3 practice runs into actually doing runs to beat the level. So then, after you've done 3 practice mode runs, what you're gonna search up now is 9 circles start pause. Start pause. And you're gonna find a level with 12 start pauses. Now you might be wondering, what is a start pause level? Essentially, what a start pause level is levels where there's start pauses in the middle so that you can play from different parts of the level. So for example, you see 0 out of 13. If I click E on my keyboard, it sends me to the ship part of 9 circles. And if I click E again, it sends me to the ball part. And if I click E again, it sends me to the wave. And then you get the point. So every time you click E, you go forward in the level. Every time you click Q, you go backwards in the level. And you can use this to quickly move from part to part and learn the level in sections. That's the main fundamental thing about this strategy. You're going to be learning the level in sections and putting it all together to beat the level in just one run. So now that you know what a start pause is, I'm going to show you the most fundamental thing about this strategy, and that is the blitzkrieg mod. Now, the blitzkrieg mod is pretty hard to explain. Just how it works is you just do runs, and then there's stages, and then once you get to a certain stage, you do this and you do that. It's easier to show you than to explain, so I'm going to show you. Firstly, click on the check mark arrow and click create. Now it should say it should bring up this menu. Click 2.1 percentages, then click create profile. Now find your profile and click the chain. Now once you're out of that, go back to blitzkrieg and then look at the stage browser. Now you might be seeing a bunch of runs and a bunch of numbers, and you're probably asking, what do these numbers mean? These numbers means the runs that you're gonna do while you're gonna be learning the level. So for example, always start from the ending, so we'll do 83 to 100. So let's go to start pause 13 out of 13, and let's see, we're at 84 and we have to get to 100. So I'm gonna just do this run real quick. Hopefully I don't mess up, and there you go, we beat the run. We did 83 to 100, and as you can see, it says past 83 to 100. So now you go back to blitzkrieg and you see that the run is check marked, and you can also see the attempt count at the bottom of the box. So pretty self-explanatory. You go and do these runs. You do 80 to 83, then you're gonna do 72 to 80, then you're gonna do 67 to 72. I'm gonna show you one more example. Let's do 72 to 80. So we'll go back and do 72 to 80, and boom, I think I did it. Yeah, 72 to 80. And you're gonna basically fill out every single box on here, and once you've done that, you're gonna move on to stage 2. So let me just do this real quick. Now you move on to stage 2, and you're probably wondering what is different. Now this is probably going to be a hard concept to wrap around, but instead of doing start pause to start pause, you're now jumping from start pause to the next start pause. So for example, let's say you're at start pause 1. The run you're going to do is start pause 1 to start pause 3, and then start pause 2 to start pause 4 as the next run. So as you can see, 80 to 100, you're going to be doing start pause 12 to start pause, well, that's a bad example. From here, 72 to 83, you're going to do 11 to 13. So you see how it is a 2 start pause jump, because it is stage 2. So this applies to every single stage. So on, for example, stage 5, you're going to be doing 5 to 10, 1 to 6, 2 to 7. You get the point. So let's do one of the runs, 80 to 100. And what this is basically doing is, okay, the start pause is kind of buns, but what this allows you to do is to learn the levels in sections, right? And every single stage, one start pause gets removed from the level. So as you can see, the 13 start pause got removed. So we're slowly, this is a linear way of learning levels so that you can beat them. So obviously, if we look at the later stages, let's just go to stage 13. You're going to be doing 9 to 100 and 0 to 83. Now that might seem very counterproductive. You'd just assume that you would just do 0 to 100, right? And that is the problem with the blitzkrieg mod by itself. It is very over practicey. So my strategy to overcome this is I would stop at around stages 6, 7, 8. Stopping at stages 6, 7, 8 would allow you to have a more than enough practice to beat whatever level you're doing, while at the same time conserving like attempts and making sure that your attempt count isn't 20,000 or whatever for a hard demon. So you could even if you're confident enough, you can even do stage 5 actually. So 5, 6, 7, 8. I would not do more than 8 unless you very need to and you don't think you can. So that would be the second part of the strategy. The first part being do 3 practice runs. Then the second part, which is usually the longest, get to stages 6, 7, 8. And then after you get to stages 6, 7, 8, you just this would be the third and final hardest step. And then after the step, you can finally play from 0. It is to have the level in 2 runs. Now what does that mean? So having the level in 2 runs means that in 2 runs you beat the level. So for example, run 1 would be 0 to 50 and run 2 would be 50 to 100. That would be beating the level in 2 runs. Now even though it's the hardest part of the whole chat, you could automatically do it. For example, if you're on stage 8, I'm pretty sure you beat the level in 3 runs. So all you gotta do is just connect like 10% more and then you'll beat the level in 2 runs. And by stage 8, you should be more than enough to beat whatever level you're trying to beat. So yeah, that's kind of this strategy. I don't really have any more else to say. I can show you what levels I've beaten with this strategy. So all of the levels, let me see, where's my completed? All the levels you see here, I beat them starting summer. I had 0 of these demons completed, but what is it, July, let me see, July 17th, so about a month and a half, I've beaten over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 extreme demons, and all of them have relatively low attempt counts. Okay, don't mind Cataclysm, I'm beating on another account, but stuff like Heartbeat, as you can see, it has low attempt counts. So I think I have Heartbeat in around 7k attempts. I have Bloodbath around, I think, 7k attempts too. And it's all due to the strategy that allows you to learn the level while also not over practicing, but also learning in a linear pace so that almost anyone could beat it with just like enough determination. But yeah, so that would be the comprehensive guide and strategy. And now I'll just be giving you tips to learn the level better. So for this part of the video, I'm gonna be showing you tips and tricks. Well, it's only gonna be one trick or one tip, or actually no, 2. And this trick is called the speed hack trick. I can't say my words correctly, but this allows you to learn parts of the levels very quickly without it being too stressful. So this is mainly used for parts that are super fast and like where you really don't know what's going on. So firstly, find the part that you're struggling in. Let's just find a random part. Let's just do this part. Or no, let's just do this part. So go to the part that you're struggling with and go to speed hack with the QOL mod. So press tab, then go to the speed hack section, turn on these two, and then turn it to 0.7. Now from here, just play the part that you're gonna practice in slow speed. So this allows you to get a feel for the click pattern and allows you to learn the click pattern. I already said that, but yeah, this allows you to learn the part. And once you're confident in the click pattern and in beating the part, you should also at least beat the part in slow mode before moving on. You should go back, turn it to 0.75, and then from there you should beat the level or beat the part again. And then after that, go to 0.8, and you should be getting the gist now. You beat the part, and then 0.5. Obviously, this is not a good representation. You're supposed to be beating the part that you're trying to learn or beating the level, but this is just me demonstrating. Then you go to 0.9. Now this is when stuff starts to feel like realistic again, and then you go to 0.95, or you could just go straight back to 1. And then by then, you should already know the click pattern and already know like what to do and where to click. And yeah, that would be the speed hack trick. Now for the final tip of the video and the ending, this is just going to be like a general rule. If there's any part of the level that you find annoying or like very annoying to pass by, for example, let's just take 78 and Sonic Wave as an example. What I recommend you to do is go to the start pause in the part of the level that you find is annoying and just beat it 3 times in a row. Don't stop playing it until you beat it 3 times in a row, and then you can go back to whatever you were playing. Because if you keep struggling with the part, then obviously if you're not trying to proactively learn the part and get consistent at the part, you're just going to be stuck there forever. So you can do this for any part, any day. It doesn't matter if you're not consistent. Just try to beat the part that you're struggling with or you're having trouble with 3 times in a row. And yeah, that would be the final tip that I would use to learn levels. So that's the end of the video, guys. Y'all already know my strategy and the tips, so you should be able to beat hard levels and stuff with enough determination. And yeah, that's it. Like and subscribe. This is my first video. See y'all.